Hello fantasy faithfuls and welcome to Austin Ekeler's 2020 Fantasy Snapshot.
Rivers almost lost control, instead recovers, gives it to Ekeler, and Ekeler's on the move. 20, 10, touchdown!
In 2020, the LA Chargers and Austin Ekeler will be facing a group of teams that last year gave up 380.7 fantasy points to running backs in PPR, 17th most in the NFL, with 4.22 yards per carry and 11 touchdowns on average. Breaking down his rushing, I see some trends that could have been a bit better if they had more spread to it. I still like that he doesn't run too much straight up the middle, but the lack of runs in both B gaps is a concern with too many runs bouncing to the outside, especially as Ekeler's most productive lane is the B gap to the left with 5.5 yards per carry. Otherwise, I will concede that he should bounce the ball to the outside just as much as he is, as these are his most productive lanes. And I am glad he's a pass-catching running back, as his rushing patterns are somewhat average. The opponent that fits his strengths the best is the Cincinnati Bengals. They give up 6.9 yards per carry to opposing running back in Ekeler's best lane outside the left end, so be sure to start him in DFS for that game. I would like to take a second to remind you to hit that like button, leave a comment what you think about this video, and subscribe to the channel. I love every interaction I have with y'all, and every little bit helps me put out even more content. Austin Ekeler's one-game floor is 5.9 points and ceiling 24.3 based on the last 3 years in PPR. This ranks as the 20th highest floor and 14th highest ceiling for running backs. Very impressive considering he was RB2 for 2 over the last 3 years. And the likeliness of him scoring above the ceiling and booming is low at 1.5%, and his bust risk below the floor is also low at 0.6. We should expect his floor to increase just a bit and ceiling to stay right where it is with Tyrod Taylor and Justin Herbert as quarterback. His touchdown rate last year was 4.6, a bit high, but with more touches, he should be able to score 10 touchdowns, one less than last year. Based on my market share study, I've been predicted for 150 carries and 115 targets, giving him some more carries in particular, as Gordon is 100% gone this time around. Ekeler had very high highs and some very low lows, which is of course impacted by him not being the lone RB1 for the entire season and the limited touches. The situation breakdown for Ekeler shows that he scores less points at home than he does away. Can anybody say StubHub? He scores more when playing a bottom 16 run defense and way less against teams with winning records. That is a major problem in my book. He doesn't produce in big games, and the team seems to shy away from him when the going gets tough. Ekeler saw 16 red zone carries in 2019 and 13 targets, and with those touches he scored 6 touchdowns, which is actually pretty darn good. He wasn't super successful, so we shouldn't expect negative regression. No, we should expect the same production, and with more touches, as Melvin Gordon isn't there to steal carries, he can score a little bit more. The average risk of Austin Ekeler not scoring above 10 fantasy points in 2019 was 18%, which places him in the same group as risky running backs like Nick Chubb, Mark Ingram, and Saquon Barkley. Based on his current ADP of 17th overall and all the numbers I laid out in this video, I give him a draft grade of B. In conclusion, it is all about PPR points for Ekeler. Tyrod Taylor should be looking for Ekeler and Hunter Henry for a ton of easy completions, so if he's the quarterback and you can wait to late second for Ekeler, go for it.
Austin Ekeler breaks the tackle, gets a first down, still going. Austin Ekeler at the 10-5, he'll score. Touchdown Chargers.
Hello fantasy faithful, I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to check out more of them right here and here. In case you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat.